Hi everyone, welcome to Engelgeist. This is Daniel. Thank you for visiting my channel. For those of you that are new, please welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast. It's a broad spectrum reading for all signs. You need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. Nothing's broken or wrong. You just might be working on something different at this time. This is originally created for Monday, the 15th of May. It is not solely set for that date, so if you're seeing it on a different date, but the reading makes sense to your situation, by all means utilize it. I believe readings can be timeless, and that is the case with all of my readings, even the pick a cards, everything. So if something shows up in your algorithm, watch it and see if it fits. It may be your reading at that time. What else? For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu. There is some housekeeping rules that I want you to think about. Things, things I want you to know when utilizing the channel. What decks I'm using in the reading. How to follow me on social media. If you want a private reading, you would need to message me either at my Facebook business page or at my Instagram. Always know that you need to initiate the conversation around the sale of a reading. I will never hit you up. If somebody does, it's not me. I will be referring back to the Sunday underpinning reading. And that has, sort of cards that are underpin the cards that we look at daily. Also, other ways you can support the channel is hit that thumbs up button, share the video out, leave me a question or comment, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you like my content. That way you get notified when I put up a new video. I do put up videos daily. Again, I'm just going to reiterate, this is a collective reading, so it's for anyone who sees it when they see it. Utilize the parts of it that work, and if there's parts that don't, that's okay too. You can let it go. I will say this too, my focus tends to be on yourself rather than, say, another party. A lot of the readings out there on YouTube are all about this person, that person, I like to keep the focus on us and my readees or my viewers. So this is like how we take advantage of what's going on around us, what we need to be aware of so we can potentially avoid it or capitalize on it, right? So let's see what Spirit and the cards want us to know. So we have the Queen of Swords. Decisive thought, a little bit of emotion, right? But she's going to serve logic and reason over her emotions. Although she's compassionate, she knows when and where to draw boundaries, right? Underpinning this from Sunday is that Fool. So I don't think we're being as foolish as we think. The Fool is about new opportunities, right? New journeys, setting out on that new path, even if other people don't understand it. The Queen of Wands is going to be not only a little bit emotionally connected, but also very much connected into her intelligence, right? I love the blue of her gown, which is like a certainty blue to me. And I love that she's positioned moving forward. She's moving forward in decisive action, checking her emotions, but then using her logical mind as her primary source of information. The Queen of Swords will cut a bitch, like, don't get me wrong. She will cut away things that are superfluous, things that aren't necessarily working, opinions that don't align with hers. She can be sometimes seen as blunt or harsh, and if that's how we need to be or who we need to be, we certainly have every right to do so. This is about us pursuing what we know to be right, communicating what we know to be right, thinking, aligning our thinking and our emotions together to set us off on that right footpath of the opportunity that the Fool represents. This is a more practical, thought-based plan being put into place at this point. We may not be quite as open as the Fool, but that energy of new beginnings and excitement is still there. But now we get to get into the mental realm and start to figure out, okay, so this is what I want, this is where I'm going, how do I make it work, and how do I do it with that certainty blue, right? How do I take control of this situation from a loving and compassionate way, but also from an honest, truthful way? And sometimes the truth can hurt, but the Queen of Swords isn't necessarily out there to hurt someone. The truth will also set you free, so to speak. And I think that this could be us finding our own truth in a situation, or extolling our truths to others so that we can move forward and make cuts where need be if they're required. Let's go to the Untamed Elemental, Scorpion. Ooh. So, Scorpion's probably not the most friendly of creatures, only from the standpoint that scorpions can bite. Um, uh, they can be kind of. I'm wondering, is this fire? Let me just see. I don't think he would be water. No, he's not water. He must be fire because he's certainly not earth. Let me look here. Where's my fire cards? Scorpion's going to like kind of go after what he wants. And I'll say this about Scorpio energy. It's highly intuitive. It's highly like deep, emotional. You know, we have Pluto also moving around between, I want to say, Capricorn and Aquarius. Like Pluto was just retrograde and it's now maybe going direct in Aquarius. So that could be some of this Scorpio energy. I get this sense with Scorpio that we're willing to fight for what we need, even if we have to bite a few people along the way. Only because the Queen of Swords can be a little relentless. Not relentless, but she can be direct. She can be, real clear on what she wants. And Scorpio is gonna don't pull my tail because I will sting you, Scorpio's word is passion. Priestess of harsh climes and mysteries of the night, Scorpion is an astrological jewel and enchantress. Her biological brilliance is draped in self-reliance and dangerous protective forces. As a potent guardian of the mythical and unordinary, she suppresses and or for her life as an enthusiastic lover, protective mother, and skilled nurturer. By keeping the balance between solitude and lustiness, the sting of desire becomes eternally irresistible. Her passion transcends the sexual and enters the realm of holy creation. Scorpion medicine arrives when you need to recommit your passion for earthly life. The soul evolves through your bodily experiences, which are adorned by many wholesome pleasures. It's time to embrace them. With her deadly defenses, Scorpio is not encumbered by a fear of passion. In fact, it is her attraction to intensity that keeps her safe. Call upon Scorpion when your own passion feels pale, and allow her to guide you through the night toward the dawning of fresh enthusiasm for your human experience. The balance is passion for life. Imbalance is timid, lackluster, prevailing ennui. And to bring into balance, rekindle the meditative flames of your ancestral relationships and ask the ones who came before you for instruction, protection, and supervision. Now, with the Queen of Swords here, I do feel like we are protected, we're precise, we're willing to take risks, make cuts, sting a few people along the way if we have to. We're like, I get this kind of unstoppable energy between these two, right? Like setting the course, dedicating ourselves to it, and moving towards it, regardless of what people think, right? Being logical, smart, practical, thinking first, then using maybe our emotions to indicate what next steps are, especially along this fool's journey. This fool is about a new beginning. So how do we make this new beginning really work? We use our mind and our mental powers, and we use the strength of Scorpio, the desire, the passion to push us forward. And I'm going to say this, I feel like anybody who tries to stop us better watch out. That's my feeling. Only because the Queen of Swords can be a right bitch when she wants to be. I don't get that vibe from her, but we can be if need be. If she needs to drop that sword and make a cut, she will. Let's go to the clarifiers. We have the Seven of Cups. That can indicate confusion or one too many options on the table. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Eight of Wands. So what's going on here is I think that we might have been in a period of emotional confusion, a feeling of being trapped to a certain degree recently. The Eight of Wands indicates we're ready to move forward. We're ready to move forward with gusto, with spirit, fast movement forward. It's interesting we have two eights again. We keep seeing like 2 2s, 2 6s. We have 2 8s. This is about freeing us and trusting our own intelligence, our own wisdom, our own choices, and backing them up, like owning them. No longer maybe sitting in the confusion of the Seven of Cups. That's why we have the Swords energy of the Queen of Swords here. So it's like, okay, I know I have my feelings, but I also have my thoughts. I also have my logic, and I'm going to let my logic reign supreme as I move forward. The Eight of Swords is about releasing ourselves from something that's no longer working. The Eight of Wands is about the forward movement of that, right? And being driven by that spirit. It kind of ties into Scorpio really nicely. Let's go into the grounding stone. And we are grounding in peace. Our own peace, the peace of our intelligence, the peace of our awareness, letting go of the confusion, the peace of our own strength, our ability to protect ourselves through Scorpion, allows us to free ourselves from any past kind of places where we felt restricted or bound, blindfolded, or not able to see clearly. The Queen of Swords is going to see clearly. Scorpio is going to move forward and fight for it. The Eight of Wands tells us that if we seek our peace or we ground in what brings us peace, we can use the sort of empowered energies that I feel that are in this reading to move us forward in a very profound way. We don't have to do anything for anyone else, especially with the Fool underpinning this. It's about taking our own counsel, listening to our own intelligence, and then freeing ourselves to take action towards that. Even if we may have to fight for it or piss people off a little bit in the process, so be it. You know, it's not like we're looking for a fight, but if we have to get down and dirty, the Queen of Swords and the Scorpion will do so. But this is about freeing ourselves, and both mentally and emotionally, so that we can move forward and attain our peace. That is your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, leave me a question or comment, and share the video out. Have a wonderful day, you guys, and take care. Bye-bye.